You want to know why self-improvement is important? Let me tell you a story. I'm 19 years old and I've just left college because I got hospitalized when I was in college for suicidal thoughts. I just decided it was best for me to come home where I could just be with my family, and when I got home I thought things would be just like they were before I left. Before I left for college I was excited. I felt good, like my life was moving in a positive direction, that I was actually starting to chase my dreams. But when I got back home, the depression only intensified. I didn't have any routine, I didn't have classes to get to, I didn't have any structure in my day. I'd wake up and the first thing I would do is head straight to my balcony, pack my weed into the bong, and take a hit. After I took that hit, I'd go inside the house and I'd sit on the couch and play Fortnite on my brother's PS4. When it was about 7 or 8 in the morning, when my hands literally couldn't move anymore because they were so sore, I'd go back to bed and try to catch some sleep. After sleeping for a little bit, I'd get back out, eat some food, and next thing I know, my phone is ringing. My friends want to hang out and drink. So I oblige. I go with them and we chill outside and we just start drinking in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, with no aim, nowhere to go, nowhere to be, just trying to feel good. After this continues for a few years, eventually the highs just aren't hitting the same way, and I start mixing in other things, Xanax, Percocets, whatever I can do just to feel normal. And it wasn't until my OUI that I started embracing self-improvement wholeheartedly, not just so that I could feel better, but so that I could be somebody. Self-improvement is everything if you're a man, because men are made, women are born. It's up to you to create your value. It's up to you to decide who you want to be. They say that if you want butterflies to flock to the garden, you don't try to catch them. You mend the garden. You till it. You dig. You fertilize it so that the garden attracts the butterflies to it. If your goal is to be somebody, if your goal is to get somewhere in life, self-improvement isn't a choice. It's a necessity. Because in this world that's moving so fast, the only way to keep up is to continually develop yourself. It's to continually look for ways to improve yourself. Because without self-improvement, you are nothing. And I know it sounds harsh, but the truth is they don't want you to succeed. They literally would prefer it if you stayed in your room and jacked off all day. They would prefer it if you didn't get anywhere, because then you would just be a slave to the system, and the system needs slaves. Our world cannot work without people doing the jobs that they don't want to do. And look, I used to work at Starbucks. This was an eternity for me. I never thought I was gonna leave. I didn't see an end in mind because I wasn't improving myself. Jim Rohn says learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. I had it backwards. I thought the only way for me to make more money was to put in more hours, become more dedicated to Starbucks, become a manager, become a store manager after that. And until I started to internalize that without self-improvement, where do I go? Who do I be? Until I started to picture the kind of life that I wanted, none of this would have happened. I'm in Bali right now because of self-improvement. If I never thought, what kind of life do I want to live? I wouldn't be here. And so you're wondering why self-improvement is even important. Are you serious? Don't you know that the only way you get to somewhere in life is by putting in the work? And what better work to put in than the work you put in on yourself? Because then it's not only you who benefits, everybody around you starts to improve their lives because of what you are doing. You become a leader in your own fashion, not because you want to, but because now you've become somebody worth following. And I get that it's not really your fault that this is even a question, that this mindset is even hard to understand. Because here's what they told you is going to lead you to success. Go to high school, get good grades. Go to college, do the same thing. After college, find a good job. After you find the job, climb the corporate ladder. But the truth is, and I think you know this too, life only improves when you do. You can climb the corporate ladder if you want, but it's not gonna get much better unless you do. So why is self-improvement important? I think you know the answer. If you can change, everything will change for you. What goals do you have? Where do you want to get to in life? I know I want to take care of not only myself, but my family as well. I know I'm starting a movement of people that want to take back control, that want to have respect for themselves, that don't want other people to tell them what kind of life they should have, that they want the life of their dreams and they're going to have it. Anybody that follows me and actually does what I suggest or actually does what I do is going to be successful, and that's a guarantee, motherfucker. Because this isn't about material things. This isn't about getting a nice car. This isn't about showing off to other people that this is the life that we live. This is about inspiring other people so that they can have their best life. This is about feeling good. This is about so much more than what the world sees. Because it's more important to feel good than it is to look good. A lot of people have nice things, but how do they feel inside? And so this is why my mission is to make men strong again through holistic self-improvement. So if that sounds like something you're into, hit the subscribe button. But bro, we're all here just to grow as people. And the reason why I was so depressed was because I wasn't growing. I wasn't going anywhere. When I left for school, I was excited because I knew I was going somewhere. I was going to New York City. Life was gonna be good. When I came back home, I didn't know where I was going, and I wasn't improving my life. Self-improvement is going to give you the best possible fucking life that you can have. So take it by the horns and do what you're supposed to do. You know that you should be meditating. You know you should be working out. You know you should be reading books. You know you should be working on your social skills. Why haven't you done it yet? Life is gonna call you to be the best version of yourself. If you don't pick up that call, where are you gonna go? Who are you gonna be? Make sure you be somebody at the end of the day. Time is ticking, the clock is going. Are you gonna do the work? Peace.